Okay, everybody, so I have some huge news, and the biggest news yet is we're becoming sentimental old fools. I think I'm going to be where I start crying at The Exorcist or something. It's going to be just anything makes me cry at the drop of a hat because, oh man, I really just lost it about the placement of my tea, even though he's going to a fabulous home. I think the only way I might not have been bawling is if he was going right here locally with my coworker, which I definitely still wanted her to come and meet the puppies, because I think we all agree she would be doomed since the rest of her family is kind of ready for a new dog, and she has an 11-year-old Frenchie female, so it would have been perfect. But it's still awesome because what's happened now, and it's really a crazy story, but again, life does usually provide you with something even better than you could have imagined when you're kind of trying to go with the flow and be appreciative of your blessings, of which we obviously have many. And before I say anything about it, it's like giving up tea, giving up little tea. Oh, here, please, good girl. Giving up tea, the reason I feel is like when people give up a baby for adoption. It's, are we dog heaven here? Yes. And do we provide a great home and total spoiled for our dogs? Here's Shacky. Here we are with great-great-grandma again, and Daisy's so good with, all Big Shack cares about is the food, not the puppies, and I think Daisy knows that. She's a good mama. But anyway, guys, yeah, it's like giving up a dog for, like a family member for, not a family, well, yeah, a family member, but a baby for adoption. I know he's going to go to a better home right now, because here's the interesting thing. He's actually going to the home of BB Queen, not to live as siblings, but because Allison, and I don't think she would mind me sharing, she, like all of us, is just having stuff, you know, that she's gone through, maybe since the pandemic more so, and she thought she wanted a spicy little girl. Turns out that BB is a little too spicy for her right now, and the person who, as of this weekend, is friends with my sweet people that own Rowan and Maddie in Nebraska, who really wanted a beautiful showgirl, was going to go ahead with T, since he was going to be a beautiful show boy. And long story short, he's not only a wonderful person, he's a professional dog trainer and preferred a girl. And Allison wants T, and her little male, her 11-year-old female staff pit bull has done great with little BB, formerly Desi, now going to be Poppy. And so this is what's happening, everybody, is we're having the switcheroo today. And I know it's a wonderful, happy story, even though, again, I'm just a emotional wreck today, and I also didn't sleep well last night just because of the logistics of now switching the AKC paperwork. It's all little stuff that's no big deal, but, and the real joy is that Grayson is going to meet me next week at the show in Vallejo. We'll actually meet at the hotel, and because I entered one day for Asher and Daisy, I just want to keep them going to the shows when I can. And since I knew Brixton was going to be around till Monday, I only did the one day, but it works out perfect. And Al will be staying with the puppies. Wait a minute, guys, they're all just hounding me for goodies. Let's everybody walk, even though you look so cute. So anyway, yeah, it's just a really interesting. So within 2 hours will be the last you'll see of my precious T, you guys. However, not really, because I'll be doing videos of him, because one of the commitments Allison made because of getting T now is she will be showing him to his championship, and, you know, assuming he can get that with ease, which I can't imagine he won't, and we'll have fun. And the good news, again, another huge win-win, is now he'll be here instead of Nebraska. And it's not like I absolutely don't adore his mom. Jesus, like a huge hawk. I still got to watch for the puppies, unless it's a vulture, but it looks like a hawk. Anyway, yeah, it'll be a huge win-win in the long run. Grayson gets his girl, Allison gets a more mellow puppy, and now the only thing is making the switcheroo with Daisy, like I talked about, because when she saw Marcy at the show, she definitely didn't like her just the way Willow was. So I'm going to have to kind of switch them, and it's going to confuse her for sure, but hopefully she'll just accept her right back. I'll have Allison stay for about an hour for sure with BB in the pen, and then she'll leave with T. And there we have it, guys. And so now I got to go get ready for all that, because Allison diligently did get on the road early today to drive down, which I appreciate, because it is about a 5.5 hour distance, but I go to shows up that way a lot, and so now she'll be part of the team of our Pacific Northwest show team with Janae and Bill, and we'll have so much fun there, and of course maybe even with some of our California people here. So I'm very happy about that, and grateful that Grayson will be showing off beautiful Poppy, and that if she is a little bit fiery, she'll be in the hands of someone really good. And that's just puppy early stuff. I've been reading about it, and it's actually way more common than I even realized, because I was telling my puppy people to go ahead and just kind of do a fake bite and roll them. That's what my mentors told me to do, when Asher actually did it when he was young, real young, like 5 weeks, when, you know, you pick him up or he didn't want to do something, but he only did it once after the little roll, and he was like, oh. And it was mild. It's not like I do, but I think the advice is changing a little, and I'm more just going to help her feel secure too. And I'll experiment with a couple. I'm not saying I'm going to give her praise for, you know, if she snarks at me or whatever, but I'm going to use my judgment. It's like when little toddlers cry. You kind of know the difference of when they're just uncomfortable and needing support, or when they're being little brats and having tantrums, in which case I always have said it was so easy to distinguish your baby's cries, and you could see which was which. Not babies, I mean babies, which is true. These puppies are still babies, so most of their cries are going to be just a need for comfort. Most of their, you know, tantrums, so to speak. Anyway, here we go. Daisy's leaving us alone with the puppies. All right, everybody, you're looking good. Looking good, Shaq. Come on up this way, guys.